Alright, what's going on, guys? Bataha here, and I've had this SYX for 3 months, so we're doing the 3-month review. And I got definitely a few things to say about this thing, but overall I really do like this bike. It's fun. A lot of my friends have ridden it around as well, and yeah, it's great. So to start off, let me just tell y'all the mods that I've done. I put on these XR50 Pro Taper bars. I really like these bars. I'd highly recommend it. It's so much easier to turn the bike and everything when you have these on there. It just makes the ride a whole lot better when you have these, so I'd highly recommend these. I've also changed the spark plug to a way better spark plug than the little Chinese one that comes with it, and that's all I've done to this bike. I've also greased the front and rear axles, and that's it. So in this you run 25-to-1, and that's what I've been doing since I've gotten this bike. I've had no problems with that. I have ripped a hole in the seat, but that was definitely my fault. Other than that, there was no really like damage to this thing. The one thing that I will say that is bad is the exhaust leaks. I don't know if you can see all this up here, but that's from the exhaust. That gasket right there is kind of bad, or like I don't know if it's sealed all the way. I've messed with it, but I could never really get it to fully seal. So I bought some gasket maker. I'm gonna try that out on this thing and see if I can fully seal that. That's the one bad thing. Other than that, I've had no problems with this bike. Your whole back wheel and your brake will get kind of like a bunch of oil splattered just on it from the exhaust, but that's fine. You can wash it off. I was gonna say I was having a problem where I'd fill up the rear tire and the front one, you know, ride it a little bit, put it in the garage, come back in like 2 days, and this is just flat. So I had no idea what happened, but this thing just sat in my garage for about like a week, and I haven't ridden it since then, and it's holding air. So I have no idea what was going on with that, but it's fixed, I guess. And then sometimes it is a little bit hard to start this thing. It takes, you know, maybe like 5 to 10 pulls, but once you start it, it's good. I would say out of the spark plugs, you can only get like 2 months. You might be able to, you know, like take it out, clean it off, but really they kind of foul out pretty quick. So you can get about 2 months out of a spark plug on this thing, which, you know, it's not terrible, but sometimes it is a little annoying. This thing, it's definitely small, but dude, it is so much fun to ride on. Both brakes, the front and the rear, work great. Throttle is great as well. Even with the bigger handlebars, I found a way to fit it. The air filter, I might eventually upgrade that to like a uni or something, but right now it's just this mesh. And then the fuel shut off, it works and it's great. The pull start's really easy as well. So after 3 months, the main things I gotta say about this is I just gotta fix that exhaust leak. Dude, this thing's been great. I've been ripping on it. People have said like, oh, this Chinese bike is bad or whatever. You gotta run non-ethanol, 25-to-1, and get an upgraded spark plug, and you'll have no problems with this thing. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say is like, you get what you pay for. You're paying, you know, $350. If you can't do the simple things by just putting non-ethanol, upgrade the spark plug, and just kind of check on some maintenance things every once in a while, then this thing will probably fall apart on you. That to say, I kind of haven't really been doing a whole lot of maintenance. I stuck in a spark plug like 2 months ago, and I put non-ethanol gas in this thing. Sometimes it sits for like a week without even starting it, and you know, the exhaust is not really in the best shape, but I still rip on this thing. I really think that this bike has a lot of potential, and it's a really good bike for a lot of smaller kids out there, or even larger people like me. I'm 5'8", to have fun on this thing. You know, I've been riding this thing around, and every single time I get on it, it puts a smile on my face regardless. It's such a fun bike and such a low cost that most people can actually afford this thing, compared to like a, you know, $3,000 or $4,000 Honda Pitbike or $3,000 CRF50. You know, it's like this thing's $350 and then they'll ship it to your door. I know the price has gone up quite a little bit. They might be out of stock like here and there. I've seen that happening, but after 3 months I still stand behind what I say, and I say it's a great bike. I honestly don't really have that much else to say about it. You know, it does what it's supposed to. Gets you around. You know, it's pretty quick for just a 50cc 2-stroke, and this thing rips, and it's fun, man. So yeah, guys, that's really all I gotta say about this thing. I'm Bataha, and I'll see y'all in the next one.